maybe because of how I grew up and the entertainment that I indulged in when I was growing up, I've never really seen too much of a diversity problem that is going around. Doctor Who.
I think it's because we're just white males and
because
we're oblivious to the fact.
Yeah, that quite possibly could be it. But me growing up, I did a lot of sci-fi and fantasy. Mm-hmm. They had strong female characters. They had strong characters. The color of skin wasn't necessarily something that came up often. It was just a way to just differentiate one person from another.
Maybe it's just more noticeable because we're older, so we were kind of more in tune with that type of stuff. I don't know, because when you're younger, you're not really. You're just like, is it a good show? Do I enjoy it?
Yeah, exactly.
Does it entertain me?
Well, for me, it was reading books as well, too.
I still think that way, because I don't really give a crap if it's a man, woman, brown, purple, pink, troll. It doesn't matter, as long as it's entertaining to me.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, is the entertainment factor. Is it a good story? Is it worth watching? Do the characters actually be characters, or are they just kind of there to...
And there's two big things in the news right now about...
Well, there's a few, but
the two big things. There's obviously there's tons, but there's two things that stuck out to me. There is the Doctor Who, because the Doctor Who just cast a female as the Doctor. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yep.
Which
so this
is
the first time.
Traditionally been male.
What was really weird was one of the writers in 1986 suggested in '86 that the Doctor should become female next. But
now, how does that work? Because they don't just like James Bond, right?
Yeah, they cast a new actor. Now,
anybody's still James Bond, but in the Doctor, it's not.
No. Okay, so the canon behind the Doctor is that the Doctor, when he has a mortal wound, he basically dies, but he regenerates into a new version of himself. So in Doctor Who canon, each Time Lord has a 13 regenerations, so they can regenerate 13 times. So they basically can live 13 lives, and for however long they do.
So people are mad because of this? Are people like lovers of Doctor Who? Are they pissed off?
Exactly. You have two sides of the coin. You have people that are pissed off, and you have people who are like, oh, it's about time. And then you also have the people that are going, well, that's not enough. There are actually some people going, oh, it's not enough. Well, the people that are saying it's not enough, the only way it's ever going to be enough for you is if you have a black or an Asian transsexual person. Transsexual. Either man or woman, or woman to man, playing all parts. It's the only way they're ever going to be happy, and even then, they're going to go, it's not enough. So
to me, it feels like it's being forced.
Yes,
very forced, because even small things, even in commercials and stuff like that, when you see like a family, you go, huh?
A lot of the families are...
It's like a black
one
Asian,
white,
and then the kid is like
a person of color.
You're like, this wouldn't make sense. Like, not the dating of the Asian and the black person, but the offspring that they produce.
Yeah,
like,
the
that
offspring
doesn't make sense.
Isn't mulatto. It's something. It's a third.
Yeah, it's like a third
race
thing. You're like,
and
what?
It's just like
it doesn't make any sense.
Maybe they adopted. Okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
Like, okay,
however,
it's a commercial for Campbell's soup.
Exactly.
Who cares?
So.
You know what I mean? Like,
and again, we come from
we come the privileged position because of what we are.
But I don't mind in the Doctor as long as the character is the Doctor.
As long as it works. Who cares?
Exactly.
As long as it's not, I'm forcing this character on you because we need to fit in.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work at all.
And again,
now, this hasn't been released, right? Like, she's, they're filming it now? Or
they're filming it, or they're going to be filming it in 6 months. It was just a teaser saying this is who the new Doctor is going to be.
There hasn't been any episodes with her.
There hasn't been any new episodes.
So we'll just wait and see for that. Anyways, well, like, in my mind, I'm like, oh, well, if I don't watch Doctor Who, so I'm like, whatever, who cares? But to me, it's like, just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, because right now what's going on is, Wonder Woman's in the theaters, and
they're talking about this. It's great to see a strong female lead. I'm like, but the big one that sticks out is like, wasn't Sigourney Weaver in Aliens, and wasn't she the lead?
And right there is a good point. It's simply because, okay, again, you don't have that science fiction aspect that I have in my life.
I still enjoy it. I still I'll watch Wonder Woman. I'm gonna hopefully enjoy it.
But you've been more of a sports person. So from a sports person, you don't see.
But it's happening in the sports world. It's happening in the sports world where before the transition from it was always like male dominated, and now it's like females. Like you're seeing female sideline reporters, female commentators, which is fine. I have no problem with it as long as they're knowledgeable about the sport. As long as they bring something to it, to the broadcast that I enjoy. As long as it's not just here's a pair of tits just because we have to have it.
Yeah.
Here's a woman because we have to have it. As long as it's like I'll be as critical to a man as I will a woman. I don't care. Like and there's like in sports again, there's Punjabi broadcasts a lot in Canada.
Yeah.
Which okay, good. That's great. As long as the demand is there.
Yeah, exactly. And, and again, they're bringing, they're speaking in a different language, and they're speaking to people of a different language. But they're as long as they love hockey, you're not just throwing somebody in there.
Is there.
Yeah. So again, it's one of those things. I've seen strong female leads throughout all the entertainment stuff that I delve into. People say, "Oh, video games." It's like, well, you know what, Cortana, right there. She may not have been the person pulling the trigger, but she was the one telling you the best way to do it, right? Sigourney Weaver in Aliens, that was in the 90s, 80s?
80s, 90s, somewhere, It
was, so
before
again,
this was all a thing.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what, she was an incredibly strong leading woman. A lot of the
There's
books...
been many movies, many shows that have... But I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. When I watch entertainment or sports or anything or read a book, I want to be gripped into it. I want to be grabbed into it, and I want to enjoy it. I don't give a shit what color you are, who you are, what you got between your legs. I just want to enjoy it. Like I want to be entertained. That's why I watch it.
The only thing I've ever used sex in regards is just a way to differentiate people.
Yeah.
Right? In comics, one's male, one's female. I've always been like, well, why do they need to wear skimpy outfits sometimes? Because, it's just for the
Yeah,
TV.
what's the purpose of that? Like, sometimes they'll throw, what were we talking about before? Captain America being gay or something like that? There was rumors that Captain America was gay.
Oh, they want Captain America to be gay.
That has no bearing on the story to me.
Yeah, because inserting a love story is like really in the Captain America movies. They have that blonde lady that's keeping an eye on her. Like in the first Captain America, Halle Agent.
Berry?
No, Agent. The Shield agent.
Mm-hmm.
The love story between him and her, that's fine. I didn't mind it. It's part of a story. But in the other Captain America's, the blonde that's keeping an eye on her, and he has a crush on her. It's like, you didn't need that in the story. You just needed to have her show up, just like she did.
It just feels like things are being forced on us, Yeah. And it's like this is being forced on us. It's like, what?
See, what has to be careful to avoid is you can introduce as many people of color as you want, transsexuals, whatever. Just make it a part of the story, a part of the system. Yeah. The more you force something upon people that don't want it forced upon them, they're going to hate it, and they're going to push back. Mm-hmm. Right?
Don't make a Wonder Woman 2 just because if Wonder Woman sucks, don't make a Wonder Woman 2 just because you have to.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go to Wonder Woman.
For the record, sorry, I haven't seen Wonder Woman.
We haven't either. So we don't know if it's good or not. But her costume, it looks good. There was a big story about how the costume designer actually looked at medieval armor to design the armors for the Amazon, and it's like, good. That's the way you should be doing it. It shouldn't be them wearing a leotard with boobs hanging out going, I'm an Amazon, floppy. No,
make it a good representation of what Wonder Woman from the book is.
The story, exactly. Because
that's where it's from.
Exactly. When I started reading Wonder Woman when the New 52 started coming out, I was never a fan. I always thought she was just there for TNA.
Yeah.
But I read her series, and I found that she was an interesting character. And it was an interesting story arcs that they put her on. So I became a bit more of a fan of her. I'm hoping that the movie is as good as everybody keeps saying.
Because, man, when I watched that Superman versus Batman, that was one of the worst movies I've ever watched.
And this is Batman and Superman, and honestly, you know what? Don't ever make a movie like that again. Don't.
I know that's the thing. Like, I enjoyed those movies. Like, I enjoy Batman, I enjoy Superman, but they've been falling off, and it's like, yeah. So I hope that Wonder Woman can rejuvenate the DC world.
I hope so too, and we'll just have to wait and see. So
stay tuned for our channel because we'll review Wonder Woman. Don't you guys worry.
To it, actually.
Don't you guys worry. It has to come on HD first. I'm an HD snob.
I am.
I digress.
Too, for that matter.
I just like. When you insert something, like when you, from a male perspective, my opinion only here, if you just put pointless tits and ass in a movie or in a story just for that, I go, what was the point of that? You didn't need to show it. Actually, yeah, I go, couldn't you could have cut out that 5 minutes that sex scene was there, shrunk it down to like a minute to show that they were going to do that and just continued with story.
Yeah, yeah, it happens. There's too gratuitous TNA, and it's just
like Game of Thrones. I've seen a couple episodes of Game of Thrones, and to me, their use of nudity and stuff like that. To me, that's fine. It works.
Their use of nudity is story based.
Yes, it's not just here's a pair of tits because we can show it.
Yeah, exactly. There was a show that I watched not too long ago. There was a love scene between two men. It was supposed to be this big deal. It was raved about. Oh, look at this. And I watched it, and it's just like, okay.
Did it add to the story?
No.
Yeah.
It could have easily just been as accomplished with a making out scene in the elevator, going hot and heavy into the bedroom, and then
cut to the next one.
Yeah, done. It wasn't as big of a deal as I had read, and it's like, great. This is what we expect are going to have forced down our throats. And this is where people and backlash and people
get angry. They get angry, and it's like, stop trying to appease people and just make good, entertaining movies, shows, books, whatever. Just make it entertaining. And if you do get backlash, be like, I'm just making an entertaining show. If I was a writer or smart enough to come up with ideas, that's what I would do. I just want to make entertaining shows. I just want to make entertaining content. And even you can see it even trickle into the YouTube and content creators on there. And it's like just make interesting content. Be okay, like here at Coull Discussions, we say what's on our mind, and it doesn't matter if people want to get mad at us. Then comment below and get mad at us.
Yeah,
throw some hate. Who cares?
More than willing to engage in some of this.
Yeah, I'm more willing from my perspective to engage in conversation as long as it's good conversation and not. You're
yelling at each other and calling each other names.
Exactly. So
we understand that there's going to be some passion behind some of these arguments.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And that's what we're looking for.
We're not trying to change your mind. I'm not going to sit here and be like, you have to think like me.
In some cases, we want you to think.
Well, we just want to open your mind and to stop. Like, I'm fine with throwing diversity into things. It doesn't matter.
I'm totally.
I love it.
Again. I don't think I have as much of a problem with diversity as people are making it out to be, because I
don't get mad
had examples of strong leads that aren't male.
But don't get angry if entertainment. Just my mind is don't get angry if a show has 25 white dudes on it because it's a show about, I don't know, what would 25 white dudes be doing?
KKK?
Maybe. Exactly.
I'm sorry, if you're going to make a show about the KKK and you throw a black guy in there, unless he's being lynched, I'm sorry, that's not the way the KKK works.
They had a show about the KKK, didn't they? That they had to cancel. It was supposed to be on TLC or something. There was a TLC show that was going to be about the KKK. Oh. And they ended up having to cancel it because that'd be too much controversy. And I'm like, that would have been kind of interesting to see.
You got to have these means in which to have open discussion. If you don't have the open discussion, just more hatred.
Unfortunately, those things exist. So knowing the inside of it and seeing the inside of it gives you a better understanding of it. It doesn't mean you have to agree with it, but it just opens your eyes and opens your mind and then lets you, But sorry, I took it to somewhere where I didn't expect to take a diversity conversation.
No, this is part of where the diversity comes from. So this is things that need to be talked about, and
it'll be interesting to see the Doctor Who, because I knew that was me not being in the inner circles of that. I even heard about it. Kind of leaked out, and I was like, okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
I kind of went,
but it comes down to is she still going to be the Doctor? That's my
Is it going to work?
And her companion, actually. Because lately, the last companion, Billy, was really good. I enjoyed Billy. But the
show's been on for a while,
50 years.
Holy shit.
But the companion, Clara, God, I hated her. I'm so glad they got rid of her. I hated her with a passion.
I love how people get so passionate about shows. I love it. It's so fun.
Fandoms
I love when a show can do that to people. Like when a show can intrigue people and bring people in and get people passionate about stuff like that. To me, that's good.
Yep.
To me, that's great. That's good, entertaining content, because that's what I look for.
Yeah.
When I get angry, when I sit here and talk about The Walking Dead and I get angry about it, it's because I love the show. Well, I used to love the show. Now I like it. I've fallen out of love with you. But anyways.
Yes.
Guys, let us know what you guys think about
diversity.
The diversity
shows. Do they have to have good stories?
Do you feel like it's being forced down your throat sometimes?
Yeah.
With all the political correctness that's going on right now. It can feel a little bit. Let us know what you think. And don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, wherever it is. See you guys later.
See ya.